Hi, my name is Michael Tripoli. I grew up in Long Island, New York, and I'm studying for my entertainment master's degree. I'm working to obtain the necessary knowledge needed to start my own entertainment company. My beginnings stem from music performance, playing piano at the ripe age of 9 years old, and as I grew older, picking up more instruments on the way. In elementary school, I joined the orchestra and school chorus, and my passion for music grew deeper. My mother was always very supportive of my need to learn more musically, so in addition to school rehearsals, she also had me attending private lessons for all three instruments I'd culminated. Now, as I practice more, I put my skills for all three instruments to the test by enrolling in NISMA annually. Like Green's first strategy for finding life's task, return to your origins. He says these childhood attractions are hard to put into words and are more like sensations, coming instead from somewhere deeper. They can only be your own, reflections of your own unique chemistry. Now, in high school, the process of practicing and playing for distinguished music judges continued, but I still felt a lack of something more. As I grew older and more aware of my inclinations, I realized that the classical repertoire that I had been practicing all my life wasn't the music I wanted to play, but merely the direction I was steered by my parents, school, and teachers. This relates to Green's third strategy, avoid the false path. It is a healthy part of your development to follow a path independent of your parents and establish your own identity. Let your sense of rebellion fill you with energy and purpose. I wanted the excitement of playing shows for a live audience, recording hours of studio work of material that I had created. I felt I was just one part of the overall creative process, only reciting the works of others. In reaction, I decided to start playing the guitar, and though I wasn't as affluent with this instrument than I was with the ones I'd been studying, it felt more fulfilling than practicing the classics. In picking up this new talent I chose for myself rather than being chosen for me, I felt there was more flexibility and more room for my own creativity. I even started my own band, and we'd play school events, talent shows, the works. Green says in his second strategy, occupy the perfect niche. In the beginning, you choose a field that is roughly correspondent to your interests. From there, you can go in one of two directions. From within your chosen field, you look for the side paths that particularly attract you. When possible, you make a move to this narrower path. You continue this process until you eventually hit upon a totally unoccupied niche. The narrower, the better. When I was an undergraduate at Long Island University, I was still searching for my life's task. I knew I loved music, not just playing it, but creating it. Though I dabbled with the idea of music performance career, always on the road playing original material for fans, I struggled with the anxiety of the future. Was this the life suited for me? So I applied with an undeclared major, but after a year and much reflection, I quickly realized that, though I love creating and playing music, I'd eventually want to start my own family, which seemed impossible if I'd always be traveling with an inconsistent salary and little time to spend with my future family. So the major that I was closest to this inclination of creating music, but practical enough for my future goals, was a bachelor's in fine art. I had to let go of the past, as mentioned by Green's fourth strategy, and move past music performance onto something more fulfilling. He says, since you are on your own, it is up to you to foresee the changes going on right now in your profession, and in order to adapt my life's task to these circumstances. At this point, I had reached a turning point in my life. Rather than performing across the country, maybe I could still be a part of the creative process in a different way. I could share my love of creating music with the world, support the family life that I also wanted, as well as direct the creativity. I didn't just want to just create music. I wanted to be the link that brought all the elements of music together. And I figured if I could bring the lyrics, the melody, and the song together, I wanted to produce. And two goals I can accomplish to jumpstart my journey in applying for my audio engineering certificate and connecting with my fellow students and teachers to further expand my experience and skill to become a professional. As Green says in his fifth strategy for finding life's task, you cannot have everything in the present. The road to mastery requires patience. You'll have to keep your focus on 5 or 10 years down the road, and when you reap the rewards of your efforts. The process of getting there, however, is full of challenges and pleasures. So in my sophomore year, I joined the on-campus radio station. I figured it'd be the best way to immerse myself in a culture of finding talent, playing live for a vast audience, and practice some of my technical logistics of audio engineering. By junior year, I had my own show called WCWP Unplugged. I'd go all over campus and Long Island searching for bands to play and interview them on my show. They'd play live 1 hour every week, completely unplugged. The idea came to me during an argument between me and my program director over the volume of my shows. I guess fitting 3 to 5 bandmates and a show host into a 6x6 studio room with guitars, amps, and a full drum set didn't resonate well with her or my peers trying to do their own shows right next door. So I figured if the musicians have the talent, they can showcase it with or without amplification. Eventually, the show's concept began trending, and I was approached by all types of musicians, from rappers to heavy metal enthusiasts. They found it a fun challenge and way to showcase their talent to play even unplugged, and better still, on a show that was completely live, similar to any concert, but from the comfort of a studio and reaching an even larger audience. This experience helped me realize that my dream career is in entertainment business. This was something I wasn't going to complete in a day, a week, or even a year. This was a lifetime goal. I need only begin to pursue and build on a foundation of challenges and inspiration. Thank you.